Hello people, today we are going to start with the last process C under monitoring and controlling process group, which is perform integrated change control process C. Perform integrated change control is the process of reviewing all change requests, approving changes and managing changes to deliverables, organizational process asset, project documents and the project management plan, and communicating their disposition. It reviews all requests for changes or modification to project documents, deliverables, baselines, or the project management plan and approves or rejects the changes. The key benefit of this process is that it allows for documented changes within the project to be considered in an integrated fashion while reducing project risk, which often arises from changes made without consideration to the overall project objectives or plan. The inputs involved are PM plan, work performance report, change request, EEF, and OPA. The tools and techniques are expert judgment, meeting, change control tools. The output is approved change request, change log, PM plan updates, and project document updates. So the first input is PM plan. Elements of the project management plan that may be used include scope management plan, which contains the procedures for scope changes, scope baseline, which provides product definition, then change management plan, which provides the direction of managing the change control process and documents the formal change control board. Changes are documented and updated within the project management plan as a part of the change and configuration management processes. The next input is WPR, work performance report of a particular interest to the perform integrated change control process include resource availability, schedule, cost data, and value management EVM reports, burn up or burn down charts. Next is change request. All the monitoring and controlling processes and many of the executing processes produce change request as an output. Change request may include corrective action, preventive action, and defect repairs. However, corrective and preventive actions do not normally affect the project baselines, only the performance against the baseline. The next and the last input is EEF. The following enterprise environmental factors can influence the perform integrated change control process. Project Management Information System. Project Management Information System may include the scheduling software tool, a configuration management system, an information collection and distribution system, or web interfaces to other online automated systems. The organizational process asset that can influence the perform integrated change control process include change control procedures, including the steps by which official organization standards, policies, plans, and other project documents will be modified and how many changes will be approved, validated, and implemented. Procedures for approving and issuing change authorizations, process measurement database used to collect and make available measurement data on processes and products, project documents, example scope, cost and schedule baseline, project calendars, project schedule network diagram, risk register, planned response and actions, and defined risk impact. And configuration management knowledge base containing the versions and the baselines of all official organization standards, policies, procedures, and any project documents. The tools and techniques involved are the first technique is a expert judgment. In addition to the project management team's expert judgment, stakeholders may be asked to provide their expertise and may be asked to sit on the change control board CCB. Such judgment and expertise are applied to any technical and management details during the process and may be provided by various sources. For example, consultants, stakeholders including customers or sponsors, professional and technical association, industry groups, subject matter experts, and project management office. Next technique is meetings. In this case, these meetings are usually referred to as change control meetings. When needed for the project, a change control board is responsible for meeting and reviewing the change request and approving, rejecting, or other disposition of those changes. The CCB may also review configuration management activities. The roles and responsibility of these boards are clearly defined and agreed upon by the appropriate stakeholders and documented in the change management plan. CCP decisions are documented and communicated to the stakeholders for information and follow-up actions. The next technique is change control tools. In order to facilitate configuration and change management, manual or automated tools may be used. Tool selection should be based on the needs of the project stakeholders, including organizational and environmental consideration and/or constraints. Tools are used to manage the change request and resulting decisions. Additional consideration should be made for communication to assist the CCP members in their duties as well as distribute the decisions to the appropriate stakeholder. The next thing is the output. The first output is approved change request. Change requests are, sorry, there was some music coming out from my computer. So let's see outputs once again. So first output is approved change request. Change requests are processed according to the change control system by the project manager, CCB, or any assigned team member. Approved change request will be implemented through direct and managed project work process. The disposition of all change requests, approved or not, will be updated in the change log as a part of updates to the project documents. The next output is change log. A change log is used to document changes that occur during the project. These changes and their impact to the project in terms of time, cost, and risk are communicated to the appropriate stakeholders. Rejected change requests are also captured in the change log. The next output is PM plan updates, and the elements of PM plan that may be updated include any subsidiary plan and baselines that are subject to the formal change control process. Change to the baseline should only show the changes from the current time forward. Past performance may not be changed. This protects the integrity of the baselines and historical data of past performance. Next output is project document updates. Project documents that may be updated as a result of perform integrated change control process include all documents specified as being subject to the project's formal change control process. So guys, I hope you got some idea on perform integrated change control process. This was the last process E under monitoring and controlling process group. In the next tutorial, we are going to start with the last process group, which is closing process group. So come back to my channel, subscribe to my channel for more videos on PMP and other things. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.